Click and lock installation. First step is to mark your holes for the click and lock. You're going to come down 8 inches from the top of your frame and come up 7/16 from the bottom of your F-retainer. Put a mark. You're going to use a 3/16 inch drill bit and drill that hole. Repeat the process on the opposite side so you have both your holes drilled. Once you have both your holes drilled, you're going to grab your click and locks and make sure they're both facing in the same direction. A rule of thumb is the nub facing up and towards the bottom of the frame. That way when it stands up, it'll click in the down position. Once you have both your holes drilled, you can install one side that doesn't need a gusset. The opposite side, you'll take the cutoff of your gusset, which your gussets will be cut to 7/8 of an inch for the bottom part to mount your click and locks in. The remainder of that would just be such a big piece cut off flat. You're going to take that and set that where you've drilled your hole. You'll center it up on that hole and tack it into place. Make sure your tacks are kind of small and don't get in the way of the click and lock. You kind of want a nice smooth edge on your tacks there. Then you can install the tops of both click and locks, remembering that they're both facing the same direction. The reason for this spacer is because one side arches out towards the frame, one side's going to arch in. The side that arches in towards the inside of the frame is the side that gets the flat gusset. Once you have both your tops installed, you'll take your click and lock, making sure that the little spring part is pulled almost to the first click. You can leave it back. There's no rule of thumb, just leave it back a little bit, and then you're going to take your 7/8 gusset and set it in there and put a mark centered up on the hole. And then you'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Once you have both of your marks established, you'll come in and you'll weld that 7/8 inch gusset on the side that does not have the flat gusset welded to it. You can take your click and lock and make sure it's just back off the edge enough for the frame to sit on there flush. You know, you've got about an 1/8 inch of play there. Pull it back and you can tack that gusset into place. Then you'll come to the other side. On this side that has the flat gusset, you want to pull that 7/8 inch gusset in off the edge about a 1/2 inch. You want to have enough room to weld across the back of it to where the frame is still going to set flush once it's all said and done. So, I mean, you can come farther in if you want. The bend in the click and lock isn't going to affect it, but just make sure that you leave enough room to be able to put a weld on only the one side and shut your frame. You cannot have a weld on the inside of this gusset because that's where your click and lock's going to get mounted. Once you have both of those welded into place, you can install both click and locks.